women, boys and girls, children of all ages. We are back at it like a motherfucking crack addict.
Fuck Nazis.
And if you heard him, you already heard what it says. That's how it goes in the tube of the U. We're going. Where we going? We go what again on Sundays?
Live on the Real Shit Talkers. And you are brought to you today by motherfucker Alex, the heel, the motherfucker Dragon, Matt. And we're here to talk about what's been happening lately. We talk about what these Nazis.
Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about these Nazis. I thought I was gonna put the radio voice on for a minute. Boy, this about to be an audio for real, for real. There we go.
Yeah, I'll let you start on this one.
So yeah, today we're gonna talk about these neo-Nazis. These new
What's the difference
neo-Nazis.
between a neo-Nazi and a Nazi?
Well, the difference between a Nazi is a Nazi basically wants one regime like everything else. You know, blonde
like,
hair, blue eyes. Yeah,
from Germany.
Neo-Nazis want everything to be them. This is their country. They was born here. They was raised here. They came here. They never stole nothing in their life. They was already here. They say. They're trying to change all the history, saying that all the shit that we've been learning as African American and Hispanic people, it's all been wrong. This is the truth. White people always been here. Now, even though Germany had Nazis, they never.
Germany's the start of Nazis.
Yeah, I know. Even though they had Nazis, they never said that they was the main one here. They were trying to get rid of everybody here to make themselves the main ones. Neo-Nazis are saying white people been here, period.
They want to change history.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, they want to rewrite time like they Doctor Who or something. But nah, we're not doing that.
Well, show's about Nazis. Two black people talk about Nazis, so you know which way this is going. To the left. So we
Mine might go straight up.
So, yeah, man. So if you guys know, Nazi regime started in Germany. They lost. They lost the battle. Some people got left behind, couldn't find them. Scientists, blah blah blah, propaganda. With all the, but now we're in 2017.
This is new age of the new age of white man. Well,
some white man can't say that.
Yeah. Well,
we got a lot of people on our team.
Well, yeah, but you see that name right there?
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck that.
Well, we got a lot of people on our team.
I know, but basically, the new man has tried to create a whole new way of seeing things. Now, the sad thing is, and what's crazy about it is that these neo-Nazis think that all white people are with them. But if you looked at these rallies lately,
definitely got Donald Trump on their side.
Well, they can have Donald Trump on their side. He's not white. He's carrot. He's orange. So they can't really use him. Besides, he's not even blonde hair or blue eyes. He's not even from here any damn way. Makes it more weird. Motherfucker from across seas anyway.
Yeah.
But like I said, these new guys out here are basically trying to are not like the old Nazis. These guys are no Nazis. When they did interviews with their full clothing on, voices disguised. They didn't want nobody to know what they did for a living because they still had to go back to real life after this. These new ones now are faces in the camera, nothing hiding them.
I think it's more just for getting their, just to get that shock value.
I don't think it's shock value
because when they finally confronted one of the guys, he was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was gonna get this serious. I thought we was just talking. We was just making an uproar. I didn't know we was actually like being serious." I'm like, "Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did."
I'm telling you right now, you can't be a Nazi and then be like, "Oh, I didn't expect for this to happen." I know somewhere down the line, somebody said they was gonna fuck some shit up.
And his what he defended and said he was an alt-right, which right now they're not. They're looking just like a Nazi to us. So to us, alt-right means the same shit. White supremacists.
Yes, and it bothers me for the simple fact that I don't really get along with everybody. That's not me. I hate everybody equally in the motherfucker. But these guys right here, it's like they just hate us. And the sad thing is, we ain't done nothing to the motherfuckers really. Everybody done moved on with their lives. Like some black people.
It's just so weird that we're in 2017 and we still have to worry about dumb shit like this popping up. Like, no, let's just be honest. There's no such thing. Well, it's rare now for you to be a purebred anything.
Word.
Like,
if you are a purebred one breed, it is you are like one of the lucky last few because
it's actually against our biology. We're not supposed to be purebred. Like, we're not supposed to be purebred. That's how we're able to adapt to our environment going into the future. We're able to get with the times because we're not purebred. You know what I'm saying? Like your body starts to be able to fight off certain diseases and certain areas don't affect you the same way as your ancestors. You know what I mean? Because adaptation or whatever. But these motherfuckers here, they want to be blonde hair, blue eyes, and most of them got black hair
and green eyes, and hazel eyes. Fucking niggas be walking around with these grayish look color eyes and be talking about some white power. Nigga, your history, you ain't got none of that full in there.
But they benefit from everything that we've ever built during our ancestors, like, you know.
Not just our ancestors.
From their automobiles to the traffic, like
not just our
to
ancestors.
The food that they like. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not just our ancestors. You got to think about it. It's our ancestors. Then the Indians that was here.
Well, I mean, more immigration.
Like basically, you know, like basically, most of them got everything from us and profit off of us. Then there's the certain few that basically just still live like backwoods.
With the immigration of. We're immigrants. Just we built all this. Like, then you're like, oh yeah, this is our country. How was your country? When was you? I'm sorry, I didn't know you was the Asian people that came across that fucking bridge that used to be here. If you did some research, there used to be a bridge that connect one side of the world to the other side of the world, and they migrated to America, and they were the first settlers, and we called them Indians. Now
we call them Indians. I call them casinos.
That's racist.
I got those some humor in here somewhere.
I like that. That's funny as fuck.
I got those some humor in there somewhere, bro.
Yeah, man. Like it's weird. I remember the first time I ever met a member of the KKK, and I was down south in South Carolina, and I went to this place. Wait, was it Sweetwater? Something like that. I think Sweetwater, something like that. South Carolina, something like that. I'm not sure if it was them, but I know we used to stay in like this double trailer. I was with my aunt at the time.
Okay. Right?
And I was in school, and this white boy said nigga to me. And, you know, as a kid, coming from Brooklyn, used to hear that all the time and be like, it's nothing, you know? But, like, it felt like all my ancestors were screaming inside me like, nigga, you better punch him in the shit. Like, I didn't even want to punch him, but it felt like something inside me was telling me, you got to hit this guy or it's never going to stop. So I gave him a 2-piece and a biscuit. And then he tried to go after this Native American boy. And this Native American boy whooped his ass so badly that he hit him so fast. I can never forget that. I was a kid. He hit him so fast that when he got hit, the only thing the white boy could do is turn to everybody else and go, shh, don't want the teacher to hear us. And I was like, what type of shit did he hit him with? Right? I was like, couldn't understand.
He hit him with his forefathers. All 400,000 of them.
He hit him so fast that the racist kid looked at us and said, shh, you don't want us to get in trouble. I was like, dude, you in trouble. That boy just hit you with 2-piece and 9 biscuits. He went to the corn.
But let me get into something that's bothering me.
Okay,
so now we got these new neo-Nazis go around. All of a sudden now they're doing rallies, right? Then they do a rally 2015, and black people was whooping their ass left and right down the street.
Oh yeah, we had that was during the time the Black Lives Movement was hot.
Yeah,
and then they started they tried to come out with the rally, their little was it the KKK rally or was it like a white supremacist rally?
It was a white supremacist rally.
And then the black people went out there. Where was it though?
I don't remember because the sad thing is you saw.
I remember I seen the news.
You saw the picture, right? I had to hear what that's from that.
And they went crazy. The black community really put a whooping on that ass. Took them 2 years to recover because we in 2017. They starting the same bullshit again with their Walmart tiki torches, and they want to cover us though with some bullshit. And they in a mostly, I gotta say, mostly Caucasian area. Now they ain't bring that shit up here to Newark.
You know the sad
work out.
But you know the sad thing is, right? They are hitting different states. So you know they did go Charlotte, they going to Charlotte, but they was in Durham. They probably going to Charlotte, North Carolina after we leave. Everything always happen after fuck we leave.
Dude, I would put a hurting on somebody.
A hurting? I've been a hurting on a squirting on somebody.
It's terrible to be saying like that, but they believe that. Okay, let's be honest. Neo-Nazis believe that everything is with violence. They feel like they could match everything with violence, and I'm saying as you know
But wait. Not all of them. They only believe in this as a unit. Mm-hmm. Once you break them away, I'm not part of this white power thing.
Oh yeah, well,
I just came here with some friends. You came with some friends, huh?
Yeah, what's that's big now? Like all of a sudden, when you catch them by themselves, because they've been leaking a lot of their pictures online, and like this one kid, what was his name?
I forgot the name.
Hold on, I got it right, y'all.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, let me just pull his thing up real quick. Sorry.
I don't remember his name.
Peter Teft, yeah, from North Dakota. He was at the rally and his family disowned him. They said that he went down a rabbit hole on the internet and all of a sudden became a neo-Nazi from the rabbit hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his whole family disowned him. Peter Teft from North Dakota is a maniac who has turned away from all of us and gone down the insane internet rabbit hole, turned into a crazy Nazi, said his nephew, Jacob Scott, in a statement with the local television. On Saturday, Charlottesville became embroiled in violence when white nationals who were protesting against the removal of the Confederate statue clashed with counter demonstrators. So it got real out there in Charlottesville these last few days.
Yeah. Now, when they got to Durham, it got a little weird in Durham. Okay, they protested. Mm-hmm. There was no violence. But a Confederate statue was pulled down that morning. Now, this is the thing that throws me off about the whole situation. Now, the person that wrapped the rope around the thing was a black girl. I could kind of guess she part of the LGBT community.
You think so?
Well, the way she kind of looked and presented herself, it kind of felt like it.
Kind of feel like she
like
off that's kind of
no, it's not. No, it's not. If you watch the video, most people thought it was a guy, and then you seen the video and we seen the girl.
She was like a dyke.
Yeah, basically. I just didn't want to say that. LGBT. But basically, she threw the rope around the thing and it came down. Now you see all these white people pull it down, stomp it, kick it. Why she get arrested? None of them did. Mind you, you couldn't even see her face. All you could see was what she had on. Everybody else, faces all on the camera. Not a one Caucasian soul got locked up. But the one black girl that just threw a rope around the thing to get it to come down got locked up. And I was like, this right here when you know it's like the bullshit. Because the white people are the ones that took it down, stomped on it, spit on it. All the black girl threw the rope around it. That's like me saying, I'm going to help get you a push start. And then somebody come along and just give you some gas. But then you're going to be like, oh, well, he didn't do shit. What? What happened? I'm confused.
Analogy right there.
I know. 219 days.
Oh my gosh.
But you got to understand, it's getting harder because the places they said it was going to hit was besides Charlottesville, Durham, Charlotte. Boston did a rally, and Boston rally was but noodles for that shit. They wasn't even racist. It was the non-racist people, and the shit looked like the Million Man March, non-violent. Not one soul there that one fight neo-Nazis, like black and white people, went there, no violence, took over the whole street. It looked like seriously the Man March.
Wait, they did. Wait.
They did in Boston.
White supremacy did.
No, not white supremacy. Outside ethnic races, including whites, got together and marched on this before they can even get there. Dude, it had to be like almost like 300,000 people.
I want to see the one when they go to Charlotte.
Oh boy,
that's the one I want to see.
I hope it's somewhere like in
And
November.
I got a lot of friends in Charlotte, and I know they're probably gonna be there.
Look, I hope it's like in November after the 19th. I get 2 weeks vacation. I'm not saying. I just might need to put a weekend just to go. But they're also supposed to be going to so-called New York, and I was like, they must be going upstate because there's nowhere in hell they're going to New York.
They have to go way because there is. I'm not gonna lie. There's a part of New York when you go all the way upstate, it gets real boyish. Yeah, but they see our kind, and they be like, "Hey, boy," I'm like, "Hey." Calm down. They got tags. They got motorcycles. I was like, you know what? You got this.
That niggas say, you see them. They say,
they get real boyish. I'm telling you, they'll be like, hey, boy, you real fat. You be like, all right now. Different circumstances. I'm whooping that ass.
Look, I'm telling you right now, like the whole thing to me, in a nutshell, is already crazy because we just had this kind of happen when the Black Lives Matter movement started happening. Then all of a sudden, the Neo-Nazis.
Got to this point.
I know, but the Neo-Nazis died down because there was too many Black Lives Matter people around stopping it. It was like the Black Panther movement, but then the Black Lives Matter got turned into, how can I say? We got turned into a terrorist group out of the blue, and I don't understand when did that happen.
Because the Black Lives Matter didn't want to. I'm keeping it funky. I don't care. The Black Lives Matter didn't stick together. All right, some of them used it like how they did. They used it as just a fad, and they wanted a couple clicks on their fucking Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and then there were some people who took it really serious, who actually believed that we was going, this is something that we need to do. Now the ones that at the time we was all unified and we did our thing, and then that ended.
Yeah, and
that ended. So I'm not saying that there's no people that's not Black Lives, but there's not as many people going for it right now. I mean, so this is why this is the perfect opportunity for people like the white supremacists, alt-right, or whatever the fuck you want to be tomorrow, and to come up and be able to do as much shit as possible because people aren't unified. I mean, honestly, I wish them the best of luck if they come out here in Jersey. I wish them the best of luck. They go to Manhattan. I wish them the best of luck. Please don't go to New York. Just don't go to Manhattan. Don't come to Jersey. It's just gonna be a bloodbath.
Just don't go to Charlotte.
And don't go to Charlotte.
Don't go to Charlotte. Look, we're telling you as two black guys, don't go to Charlotte. It's not a game. It is not a game.
Do they really want this? Why would you? First off, I don't like dealing with a losing group. I don't like to put myself in a situation where there's a big chance that I'm gonna lose. All right. First off, there's already a track record of Nazis losing.
True.
You can look in history. Did they not lose? They lost that game. All right, their battle's over. All right, the guy who ran it, he just said "fuck you guys" and he dipped. He didn't even come back and be like, I died with the troops. That nigga locked himself away into some bunker and decided to poison himself. Was like, nope. Nope, I know I went too far. Before the war was even over. The war wasn't even over yet, B. And he killed himself. That's whatever. That's your leaders. Confederate flag, the Confederacy. It's all good to have an opinion about. I mean, it's all good to be to like where you're from. Okay, he's partial Barbados. He loves where his ethnicity is from. I'm Guyanese. I like where I'm from. I'm from America too. I like this place too. But the Confederate flag, you guys lost.
Yeah, okay.
So you can no longer use American. You can't use the American stars and be all American, and at the same time be Confederate.
Look, I put it like this. We're at this time frame in our mindsets, a lot of black guys from our age group, older, and now kind of younger, are starting to realize more and more potentially that we, as a unit, can stand up to a lot more things than we could back in the day when we was more disbanded and not helpful. Now that we're more banded, they're getting more scared again. But the sad thing is, we are not trying to be violent like we was a couple years ago. The violent, because the violent only happens when black people happens. When the simple fact is, you overstepped your boundaries. You can have your rallies. We did a protest all the way down. But once you start attacking us like they did in Charlottesville, sorry. Once you start attacking like you did in Charlottesville, then you have an issue with us now. Because now, at that point, we are together as one group while you are disbanded.
Anytime they have any group that get together, there's always going to be a group that pushes back. All right? And the group that pushes back might be bigger than your group. You have to be willing to fight that. Now you're talking about facing off against all of immigration. There's more of us than you. Do you really want this problem? Like, you really want this problem?
Like, I don't. It's really weird because like I'm a person that looks at it from both sides. But this right here, they ain't looking at both sides from me. This is just one of them things that Neo-Nazis has been saying the same shit over and over. It's like they've been reading off the same old ass book and it's been following by the same old ass rules. And then you get the new ones out here that be like, call you boy, call you this and that, and then turn around, show up to rally with dreadlocks. out there dressed like they from the hood, wearing do-rags and shit, and then talking about something. I hate these guys, but you're trying to be us. I don't understand how you hate us and you want to be us. It's odd.
They're still our culture.
Yeah, like it's,
but they don't
want us.
They don't want us around.
So it makes it weird.
People are crazy.
You know what I think it was to start this whole thing?
Everybody just want to be part of something.
You know what I think it was to start this whole thing? I think before when the NBA first started, like people was crossing white people up and they was jumping side to side like cartoons. I think they was like, I hate them. We gotta get together.
I was thinking about the Kaepernick thing.
Oh, okay. You said that and my mind drew a blank for a hot second. Oh, shit.
I was like, the guys who are ridiculing Kaepernick, right? Now, I get why Kaepernick doing. I'll be straight up honest with you. I think Kaepernick sucks. As a player, okay? And I get what he's doing. I think Kaepernick. But the ones that ridicule him saying like, oh, because he takes a silent protest and he kneels at the national flag are the same ones who are drugged up, beating on their wives, and
yellow bellies,
who have alcohol poisoning, saying you're ruining this sport because he took a silent knee. I'm gonna shut your ass up.
About that too. See how he dropped his knee, and then there's other people.
But that's not even the problem. Here's the problem though, huh?
No, listen. Now see how he did the side protest on his knee, and there's other people so-called doing it. You know that there's a guy from the Philadelphia Eagles that is white that done it, and now they getting on him.
Yeah. That's not even the worst thing about this. He wasn't the first to do it.
He wasn't.
He wasn't the first to drop one knee. There's lots of people who didn't stand at the thing. It was just because who Kaepernick was.
Yeah, he's a name. He's a name of a team that people was following behind, especially the man was following behind.
Again, football wise, I am not on Kaepernick's side because I don't like Kaepernick. But in this fact, you got to say he wasn't the first to do this.
He wasn't.
Now,
he really wasn't the first to do it, and he won't be the last to do it. But he was the most common name for that team because that team was just going to start bringing itself back up off of him,
right?
And then he did that. That's like if Michael Vick was still on the Falcons before the whole basement and dog thing. If he dropped his knee at the time that he was in Atlanta Falcons and he was their main guy, we would have never heard the end of this at all. Like when he left the NFL and they tried to bring him back, there wouldn't have been no brought back. He'd have just been home.
Not to switch subjects, we're gonna stay here, but it's kind of a weird subject, like dog fighting.
Hey man, that's shit he was into. I can't help it.
We're the only country that really sees, well, besides Europe, that sees dog as companions.
China sees them as food. I'm just being honest.
They do see it as food. There actually is a place you can get some dog. I just wanted to bring that up. I don't know why.
He's so stupid.
I don't know why I wanted to bring that up. We don't really see it. It's kind of weird.
I also want to bring this up. Seeing how our name is the Real Shit Talkers, and we're the only one on YouTube called the Real Shit Talkers. There's a Real Shit Talkers, and there's a Shit Talkers, and then there's a Real Talkers. There's not one all together. I want to give my condolences to Dick Gregory, the original Shit Talker, because that man right there. When this whole thing first started,
you guys don't know
who
Dick Gregory is. Please look him up. He just passed. You're deaf. As soon as you see his face, you'll know exactly who he is. But we want to give our condolences. He just passed at what age was it?
He was 84.
84 years old.
When I was young, he was already old still.
Yeah, word. He had the same face, and when I was like 15.
It's weird. Like, I was at like 11, and this dude looked at like he was already my grandfather. I am 31, and this man still look like he's my grandfather. It's something weird about that. It's like him and Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman always been older than me.
Word.
Like he had gray hair since I started seeing his movies, and he's just been that way since. It's just weird. But Dick Gregory was a guy that was a comedian and also activist. And what I say, if a rally came, if you Google him and read about him, you understand the mindset of a real shit talker. He could be on CNN, he could be on NBC, Fox, no matter what news it is. If you get that man on your show, you're about to have some ratings because he's about to talk about whatever the fuck he feels is right.
Though, because a lot of places wasn't booking him to come on their show anymore because he will go completely left. Do you understand me? But not like completely, like not left wing, but he said whatever was on his mind and he didn't care where it went. Like he treated regular TV like it was a podcast, and where he just said whatever the fuck he wanted to say. And again, we send our condolences because he was one of our favorites. Because
regular TV to him was a podcast. Because when he got on the show, what's that old guy name? The white dude. Damn, I can't remember his name. He got on. He got on. I think it was NBC, and he got up there, and they was talking about the movement between the races.
He said he lived through most of it.
Yeah, he did. But when they got talking about it, he was talking about like how we are, and then they was like, "What could you have done different?" Bro, they hit that go light, and he just went off. He just went off. He went off in like 30 minutes. And niggas couldn't stop him. He was just talking. It was like, yeah. So let me say, no. Let me finish. And he just kept going. I was like, this nigga not letting me get a word. They gonna just cut his mic. They got to. And then I realized, no radio stations was bringing him in. Like, only last time I think I heard him was on Hot 97 when he talked to
Charlamagne.
Yeah, he talked to Charlamagne, and Charlamagne had to talk to him outside of his little character. And that's the first time I see Charlamagne outside his character. I never see him outside that character. I always know Charlamagne is the person that basically just talk shit to, and I give her people feeling. Mm-hmm. But with Dick Gregory came with it, and he started talking shit, all Charlamagne could do was just sit there and just. He couldn't say nothing. You can't say nothing against that man. That man been around here longer than you and your father probably both been. Like, it's just crazy.
Good. Man, again, man, R.I.P. to him.
But like we said, this whole thing right here, this movement is fucking getting out of hand. Now, the thing that makes me laugh about this is all neo-Nazis are like, all of the man is going to follow us and help us. Y'all got the Charlottesville, and there was more of the man there than there was African Americans. And they're doing things that if we did, we'd have been shot and arrested immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're doing it, and the cops ain't doing nothing. Like, what was it? The neo-Nazis had shields. They're pushing against the people. This whole group of Caucasian men are pushing back against them to stop them from going against any black people. Not a cop in sight stopping them. This cop there, but they're not stopping them. Look, there'd have been like 20 blacks. Everybody would have been arrested. Somebody would have been tased. Somebody might have died. It had been all between neo-Nazis and the police.
I feel like the police, it really feels like, depending on where you're from, the police are trained to see certain people as a terror group. And I feel like blacks are those people that they see as terror groups. Again, like I said, I think it's more like where you're from, because they're like, again, we know a couple good cops. You know what I'm saying? We know a couple good, so we can't say everyone. And there's a couple good stations. You know, like but Most likely, like, do you see like Spanish black people more like as the idea terror group or terrorists?
No, even even with our gangs that we have, they all are made out of racism.
But the gangs that we had was mostly to fight off the racism.
Like I said, but it still was mostly about racism. Like they only got started because of that.
The gangs that are nowadays is all about money and drugs and all that shit. But the heart of the game was originally like Crips, Bloods were all about defending the block. And when people don't know what this is my block, that territory shit was mostly to defend the block from like cops and shit like that. That gets a little bit out of hand. Now it's more about selling drugs and things. That all came about with the bringing in of crack cocaine into the urban communities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe we need to bring that back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what, the drugs in the community?
No.
Because you ended with that, and then you said we should bring it back.
The whole idea of like defending our community again. Like,
well, there are, depending on where you go, there are groups like that. Depending on where you go, there are people still like that. They don't believe in really violence. They believe in keeping their hood, basically their city, safe from corrupted cops, corrupted officials, and basically white supremacists. There's people out there still like that.
right.
But they get hit as a terrorist group or a regular hood gang and get disbanded ASAP. So it's kind of hard to really do it.
See, that's
It's like really
man.
It's like guys be committed to doing right and then end up be getting the weirdest charges set on them and be getting in jail for the weirdest amount of time. They be like, I found 2 dime bags of weed and a little thing of crack. He doing 15 years. And you be like,
you do 15 years for no, you can't. Hold on.
No, you don't do 15 years of crack. But there's been some places that dudes have gone to jail for a little bit of stuff and gone to jail for like double set amount of years for just the most stupidest thing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But then you hear people talk about them in the streets. They go, this guy right here made sure the kids got to school. He made sure he put money in people's pockets that needed. He made sure that the kids had everything in school. Like, they always get the people that's doing right for their community and then get rid of them for the stupidest things.
And when we let all the like the big drug deals and shit walk free.
Hell yeah, but or they do their thing where they do a raid and they got $800,000 on $200,000.
I don't want to be this guy because I hate to be thinking
you gotta be
this
this
way,
guy,
but like I feel like it's thinning the herd.
It is. It truly is.
Like it feels like they're trying. Like it feels like sometimes when you hear these stories, it's like, are they trying to thin the herd out? Like, are they trying to get rid of, the map? The bad thing is more of us than them, But if there's more than us than them, why aren't we collectively trying to do something about it?
Oh, because collectively, some of us can't basically function like that around people like that. Because there's some black people out there that still represent the Confederate flag, Nazi tattoos on them and everything.
The original government plan, I think I said this on an earlier podcast, original government plan was set so if the government got too powerful, the people was able to the people would be able to combine and overthrow the government. So that was the original government plan. It's like everyone's scared of doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we?
Like Killer Quabo says, he said, that is what the government wants for us, from our black community. They want to get rid of us and our good leaders so we can fuck ourselves up. And that is true.
But do you really feel that, like, that might be a...
Okay, think about it.
Do you really want a whole population of people to be dumbed down or some shit?
But yeah, think about it. At one point back in the early 60s, 70s, they wanted us to be dumbed down. They introduced drugs to our community. They did all this stuff to try to dumb us down because we was doing what? We was building up.
Right.
Now that people are trying to start building up again, what's happening? All of a sudden now, if too many black people start doing things right in their communities, all of a sudden now you got drug busts on that block of a community that never probably had drugs in their life. All of a sudden now people going to jail for stupid shit. And I'm like, how does this always happen?
I know a guy that got like, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No.
I know a guy that got like 3 years for a dub of marijuana.
It makes
back
no
in
sense.
The day. And that shit like messed up my whole brain. Like it was like, I was like, yeah. And then the same thing, a guy got, I knew this white kid, and then again, I'm not trying to say black versus white, but I knew this white kid who got pulled over for a dub, and he was let go. You get what I'm saying? And like I knew one dude, and it messed me up. And this was all within the same week. Like one guy, he got 3 years for a dub. If you guys don't know what a dub is, it's like this much weed. You probably got 2 rolls from it. Like it's not even much. You probably have 2 good days from this goddamn weed. Some people probably 1, but he got rolled up for a dub. 3 years he did, yo, for a dub. And then there was a white kid later on that week, another dub. He had a dub in a pipe. All right, he got pulled over and got let go. They just took his stuff. I was like, all right, yo, go ahead. And when I was a kid, that fucked me up, yo. It messed up everything I thought about the government.
I'm going to tell you right now, the government, to me, it makes up a lot of shit around us and other ethnic groups. Because I can't really say that, oh, I've seen, I grew up in New Jersey. I grew up on streets that people sold drugs, people fought all the time, did stuff like that. But it was because they either had an issue and it led to that point, or was miscommunication that led to that point. Now that I'm older, I see these same people that had issues don't have no issues no more. And they're trying to do right for the community. And guess where they all at now?
Jail?
Yes. And guess what for? Stupid shit. There's some people that grew up with my family that I knew sold drugs as a young person.
You're trying to say it's a conspiracy?
It basically, it's really feel like that because like I know people that sold drugs. When remember I used to live on up the hill.
Shit, I sold drugs. I don't care.
Yeah. they don't know what year that was or who gives a rat's ass.
They don't know when it was, man. But hey, that's
Marvin's stupid. He said subscribe to the TRST to enter the winner free GameCube. But before at the top he said a free invisible GameCube. But check it, like I grew around so many dudes as a kid. I didn't know what they was doing. I was young. I didn't know. But as I got older, I knew what they did. When they got out of the game, they started working, doing regular jobs. Around the corner of my house, they do back to school block parties. They used to buy shit for everybody. They used to take care of everybody. If you needed, they had it.
I know a guy back in the day. He used to in Brooklyn. He used to people used to say he was a drug dealer, or whatever. But he never did it in his community. And he when back to school, around like September, he used to buy a whole bunch of like back to school supplies for people for free for the community. So people just come up and grab it.
Let me read this right here. Smoocher said, it is true in this shittiest system. Kid QNC said, we only make up 13% of the population, and we are mostly located in the South, and 40% of us are black males are in prison already. Like, we're already losing. So that is true, too, because, like I said, you see these guys. Everybody has to go through a downfall to go up. Everybody has done something they probably don't want to talk about or ever want to relive again. But you did it to get where you're trying to go. If you sold drugs back in the day, it used to be a baller. You knew what your shit was. You knew you sold drugs. You needed to, that's what you wanted. You wanted money.
I'm trying to look something up at the same time.
So you knew, but you know you wanted money. As you get older, you start realizing money isn't a thing that make you happy. Doing like how Jay-Z said in the story of OJ.
Credit.
No, not that one. The other one. Basically, the line goes, don't die over your neighborhood. Take your drug money and buy the neighborhood. Exactly. You make more money putting back into where you're from than you are from doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
But then once you start doing that and you start doing good, and then places that used to sell drugs a lot stop selling drugs, and they start slowing down, and then the cops see something weird happen, all of a sudden now you got random raids happening. Random shit happening, random bus happening.
But
like
again,
it's so odd that things like that happen.
What you're saying is right, though, man. Like
it's true.
If a lot of these guys, let's just say drug dealers, and they decided, you know what, I made this amount of money. I feel like because of like music and things like that polluting the minds of people, and then I'll be straight. I know it sounds really old school thinking. But music pollutes the fucking minds of so many people. And if you to take that same money and concentrate on building where you're from or how much, the wealth of your community, no matter who lives there.
You and QNC said the same thing.
Yeah, you would get 10 times your investment back. Except for it becoming a nickel or dime situation, except for it being like a huge hustle at the or risking your life just to sell a fucking dub or whatever, you'll get your investment back in a legal way. But no one else thinks this way. Everybody wants to be on the party. Everybody wants to sell. Everybody wants to you know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous.
Well, with that one, I also think for the music industry is getting corrupt like that too, because we're signing these new young guys to make no fucking sense, and they're signing contracts by the man of high companies and don't know what they're signing, but then they out here putting this crappy music out here. They got guys want to act stupid.
So what he's saying is that we got these young guys signing to labels who the label's owned by some big rich Caucasian man that had no idea about music at all, and all they're doing is like, you know what, we gotta do what sells. And as a businessman, I've been in the business world for a while. You're gonna do what sells, right? So we gotta do what sells. So what sells is sex. Sex sells, and party comes with sex, and drugs come with sex. So let's sell all that, and that's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
And it's really odd, 'cause like I said, there are Caucasian men in our higher power in music industries that don't work for them no more. And they'll tell you that they know music. They can hear when they see it. They know real artists, real lyrics, real pain. And then they hear the new dudes and they go, I don't know how they even got signed. Like, it's strange to hear guys like that that's been around so long that knows what's right and what's wrong. Like Jay-Z and them. Jay-Z started off rapping about women, drugs, fire clothes. Now look what he got into now. Over the course of time of him rapping and seeing how his music been affecting his fans, his music started changing as he got older to where it's at now. Now people our age listen to that. Get somebody younger than us to listen to it. They're gonna be like, nah, that junk is whack, son. I'm not listening to that. But you play something like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert,
I don't even know the fucking
21 Savage.
Saying. I don't even come at me.
These young people out here know what they're saying. To me, it sounds like the fucking Peanuts. Blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yo, I agree with Smooches. Definitely think the biggest thing to do is always invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Once you start investing in yourself, then you can invest in others. Invest in yourself first and foremost. And Killer Kawabo, nowadays the music, hip hop especially. I don't know what the fuck a lot of these guys are saying. I know that their producers need to be making more money than them because their beats are hot as fuck.
Word.
And
Word.
That is it. I don't know what the lyrics are about. I don't even give a shit no more. Nowadays, I mean, straight up with you, nowadays, dude, when I do listen to music, it's mostly instrumentals.
I don't listen to instrumentals. I got to that point in my life that I know how to tune out words, and I listen to the backbeat. So like, if Lil Uzi Vert come on, I'd be like, I know the beat, and niggas be like, say the song. I'd be like, I don't have no idea. We're in a
conversation in hip hop. What happened to like strong artists? Like, I mean, physically looking like you will fuck someone up. Like, there was a time when you literally look like, you could look into an artist's eyes and you be like, that motherfucker will whoop somebody's ass. All right. Now everybody looks like they're half transgender. I don't know what in the fuck is happening, but everyone looks half transgender to me, and I'm just like, it freaks me out a little bit. But
it's weird. It's a weird.
Let's go into this hypothetical that I talked about before. Great. Let's just say, just everybody pause real quick. Let's just say they said we black people decided you win. We gonna leave. Let's just say countries open up their border. They said, you know what, we'll take the best of you. But as the black community collectively, we said, you know what, we're gonna leave, but we want to take some stuff with us that we created. All right. So we're gonna go through some shit that black people created that will fuck up. Let's just say the white supremacy did win a long time ago, and we decided we're gonna leave. First thing we're taking is the carbon flament for the light bulb. That little piece that's inside the light bulb that'll let that damn thing go off when electricity hit it. We want that back. So everybody going black. All right, everybody going lights out. Lights out for everybody. Second one, we want our heart makers back. All those pacemakers that everybody's walking around with. Yeah, we want that back too. If you don't know who did that, that's Otis Borkin. Okay,
Hold up, wait a minute. We might gotta keep one with one person because Ric Flair just got one.
Oh, Ric Flair is my man.
So
But Ric Flair is not. He's not.
Well, technically, Ric Flair is kind of black.
Yeah, Ric Flair is black. Yeah,
he light skinned.
We also we want the fireproof safe back. So all y'all money going down. Okay, when y'all get a fire, we want that back. We want the multiplex telegraph. All right, if you guys don't know what that is, it was it bettered the public transportation system in the United States, in the cities of the United States. We want all that back. We want that back. It just think about it. We want the fucking we want the traffic light. We want that back. We want the home game console. If you guys don't know, that Jannard L. Lawson, 1940 to 2011, the modern home video game console was created by him. I want that back. So no more video games. All video games are off the shelf. We want those back too. The cardiac, the new one, the cardiac laser probe. So everybody gotta go blind. Okay, no one getting laser eye surgery, none of that shit. Everybody gotta go blind. All right, let's just say now me talking like that. Let's just say we did more for this fucking country than most of them bitches could think about. And how dare them to say that they want this country?
That is true. You gotta think about it. We made so much stuff. Then the Indians has made so much different things. Then the Asians came along and they make majority of our stuff. Mm-hmm. And
3D graphics, we want that shit back too. Sorry,
what
just so
did
3D graphic, Mark Hannon. All right, know your shit.
I'm trying to think. What did the man create that we know besides slavery? What is something else they created that they didn't steal?
They created the renewal of the Bible. That
you know what? You're right. They
created.
That's the only
the
big
Bible,
second thing next.
Which they put inside the Bible that it was okay to have slaves.
So apparently, only two big things I can think of is slavery and them rewriting the Bible. Those are two bad things now.
Well, no, I'm not saying that they didn't have. There's no inventions from the white man. I'm not saying.
No, I'm saying they. I'm not saying it is either. But if you look, like you said, if you took everything away right now, it would be a dark place. There's so much stuff.
Technically, listen, immigrants.
I looked at you like, what? You are hungry?
I want some grits. We want the grits back too. Like immigrants created this country. This is what this country was based on. Was based after the creation of North America. All right.
Before you get any further, Benji got it here down. He said, fuck it, we went North America.
We want North America.
So we said Ric Flair is an icon because Killer Quavo said F Ric Flair. You know, a lot of people live in Charlotte does not like Ric Flair.
You're bugging.
It's just like a lot of people live in the Marcy Project don't like Jay-Z.
They just mad because he made it out. Marcy Projects was something else when I was growing up. Woo, that project was not a game. But go ahead, continue.
We just said, but remember racist too. Remember what Teddy Long said. That is true. But he said we made it. He said we made the air conditioner. Damn right.
We want that AC. I be bumping my AC all the time, and that's just as a that's just for my ancestors. I bump it a little bit longer than I'm supposed to.
Killer Quavo said fax the cell phone and lights. So like I said, you got to think about it. The man has made things, but we have made things that they use on an everyday basis that they kind of need. If we took that away, they will be in the dark. Like in the dark, like it's gonna be over. Like they're gonna be like 1600 British in the dark. It's gonna be a wrap for them.
Man,
our money said player. He's so stupid.
That's my boy. That's my brother.
Look, but see, like the whole situation right now is this. Like basically, I'm awaiting how I feel how this whole thing is going and how I want it to not go. And okay. I'm gonna say something funny first. And then I'm going to say something serious after.
We want the gas mask, too.
Man, you stop.
Right. Garrett Morgan, just like
when Ric Flair chop you.
I'm just trying to tell people now. Just know what we want.
I'm going to say something funny to start it off. Because I got to kind of break this tension a little bit. And then I'm going to say something serious.
Real quick, Super Soakers. Ain't nobody having the more fun.
I might change what I'm about to say. 'Cause I might be going with the man in a minute because he won't shut up. But the only way that we can stop all this, The Rock for president.
The Rock is for president until 2020, baby. The Rock is just the best of both nations.
Yeah, like I said, he would stop all this.
All right,
He would stop all this. To be brutally honest, I really feel like as of right now, being a African American, mixed, mutt, whatever you want to call, and this man is being big as he is mixed. I don't know why he did that either. I hope it shows up on camera in clear HD. I really feel like that we're in a state of, not saying emergency, but we're in a state of more opening awareness. We're in a state of, how did Hardy say it? What? We're in a state of awokenness. Yeah. So I really feel like this is the time right now that what we're doing now, while they're doing this, the protesting and having each other's back, what we already been doing is great. Violence is only good for basically if it's pushed towards us, the violence. But I feel that going forward right now, what we have been accomplishing without the man that doesn't support us, I feel like this is the best opportunity right now that we need to get on our shit and start trying to get stuff off the ground the best way we can.
I feel that 2017 has awoken, not even 2017, the end of 2016 with Trump becoming president has awoken something. Has awoken at least people to be aware of politics, the understanding of politics, how things are actually moving. And from that has awoken the sleeping giant, which is white supremacy. Now they're moving. And we need to come as a collective, not just black and white people, or just anyone who believes in just common decency, to fucking come together and say, listen, it's 2017. Right now, we don't need this shit. We don't need none of this shit. Now with fucking nukes about to could come screaming down on top of us. Now with fucking ISIS in every fucking country of the world. Not with fucking famine. Not with bad water. Not with fucking children being kidnapped. Not with none of this shit right now. How about we wait until the world is quiet again? When the world is quiet again and we need some tension, we could come revisit this fucking conversation. But right now we're supposed to be together, dealing with the fucking situation at hand, trying to take care of the country as a whole. Not dealing with all the bullshit that, I'm white and I feel like we're the major we're the major race. Listen, cut your shit. First off, you read your if you're religious, read your Bible. You know you ain't the major race. So we just stop this shit. Just stop this shit. No one's gonna be thinking about this shit if a fucking nuke hit us. Nobody. Not a single person. Everybody's gonna be like, well, us as Americans should be together and trying to help each other.
You sound
fix fucking North Dakota. Like, fuck.
What the hell did North Dakota got to do with this?
That's exactly. But I'm not saying North Dakota, but I'm just saying that's what it's gonna sound like if a fucking state got hit tomorrow with a massive blast.
I can tell you how it's gonna sound word for word. What it's gonna sound like.
What?
Donald Trump is going to get on his Twitter. He's going to tweet how they're going to bomb him, and then he's going to send over how much do the news cost? Like it's like what, $2.7 million? $2
million per.
He's going to send like 8. He's going to send like 80 of them damn things. Put us more in debt over some nuclear missiles, and then start World War III. Ain't
gonna be no World War. We just shutting everybody the fuck down.
I'm telling you,
that's right. That. But I bet you ain't gonna be no talk about who's the right race then. When a fucking nuke is hitting cities and shit, ain't nobody gonna be worried about no race. None of this shit's gonna be a fucking conversation. All right, everybody's gonna be wanting peace, love, and let's be together. It's like fucking.
We're going back to the 70s.
It's like no. Remember fucking 9/11? Like, I'm even trying to be upset, but
yo, word 9/11. Every person,
one tragic shit situation.
Every person that was happened. A neo-Nazi, white supremacist, black leader, Hispanic, no matter what, everybody was one on that day. Everybody's one.
Everybody was one.
There was people that didn't
We were
like black
one.
people, shaking their hands, giving them water, helping them save people.
6
As soon as that junk slid away from that, motherfuckers just went.
Once we got a year
Back
and
again.
a half out, and we realized we cleared up the rubble of 9/11, and we will talk about, yo, maybe we should rebuild a monument. Once that happened, that's when everybody started creeping out. Hey, remember we're white. I'm like,
It's like,
the fuck? What does that
hey, we don't build a monument. Wait a minute. We only came here to save our brother.
Right. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
We done. There ain't nobody else we can save. We gonna go back to what we was doing.
We're gonna go back what we were doing there. Fuck y'all.
Like 9/11 is the one tragedy that happened. Like it's weird. Every time a major tragedy happened in the States, all of a sudden everybody want to be one.
But that's what I'm saying.
And then
bro.
as soon as junk cleared up, we're not one no more. Like
we want the X-ray machine back to clean those.
like the Oklahoma City bottom.
Yeah.
That shit happened.
It takes
and what
a
happened?
tragedy for this fucking country to get together and just decide, you know what? Let's just be fucking people and deal with our shit. People.
I'm with smooches. Not a lot of people care about 9/11 anymore.
They don't.
Like, I understand the news want to do a memorial video every year on that day and showing up all the names, but why? Why would you want to do that? Like, we understand people lost people. That's nothing we could take back. It's over. We lost people for a lot of things that happened to us. Why are we not getting memorials on TV for things like that? Why? Because it wasn't a national tragedy that we didn't even start or we didn't even try to even like provoke. It was provoked between another man, father, provoked some stupid shit, and then his son came into power, and all of a sudden he tried to finish what he started. Who finished what they started? A black man. Pulled everybody back out after he got what he needed. Who's sending them back now? A Dorito.
They called him a Dorito. That's
Like, it's stupid. Like, our money said, word, that's when Bloods and Crips were together and 9/11 was done and then it dealt with, and then they went back to beefing. Well, tell the truth, that's different. Those Bloods and Crips at that point, our money was, they're on a whole nother ball game. Those are the new ones, and they don't do that. If you look at the old ones from like before you was born, around me and Matt's time period, they beefed all the way up until 95, and then they became one group, and they became, what was it? It became grape something, because that was red and blue man. They was purple.
Yeah, that was like
they wore purple, and
Grapefruit.
that was the only time that Bloods and Crips was together. They called a truce, and that truce been on since 95 to now.
Yeah,
Any nigga
that
out
truce is still
now,
on.
this Blood and Crip, don't even know about that truth. They just think Blood's got to kill Crips, Crips got to kill Blood. But you go talk to an old head, they'll tell you that they got friends that's like Crips. They've been friends with them for like 30, 40 years.
We also want the process of synthesis.
Spell it backwards.
Synthesis? Nah, I'm looking at it because I'm gonna look at it. But anyway, synthesis also mean like as chemistry, help with birth control. So you know.
Damn, QC, you right. It is 16 years old now.
Yeah, it is 16.
9/11, damn. So for 16 years, I haven't gave a fuck in the last 2 when it started.
Mobile refrigerators, we want that back too.
This is crazy, but we had, like I said, we had got to this time point now that the Neo-Nazis think it's their time to rise from the south up north, and what they keep hitting is these WWE roadblocks because they asses can't do it because they don't realize now
They're gonna lose again.
that too, but they also don't realize now that there are more.
We can't even say the South. You can't say the South because there's a lot of people in the South that aren't like this. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to say.
The majority of the South is not dicks. It's
Majority,
these people who need to be noticed.
Somebody said next month be 17 years. I stopped counting. I really stopped.
We also want the ultraviolet camera back, so your selfie game gonna suck. So what you know. And we want our blood banks. Fuck the vampires.
Whoa! We don't say that.
I'm sorry. I love vampires.
But
Bite me.
son of a bitch. But like I'm saying, like this shit is getting. It's not getting worse.
Oh, he had a mean ass beard. Sorry.
It's not getting worse. The only thing we could do from here is go up. The only thing Neo-Nazis can do is hit that wall and get stuck. Because like I said, as of now going forward, we have too many Caucasian people.
It is 16 years.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I
didn't want to say nothing so much.
You could have said something. You've been stopping everything else.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to talk about how Alexander Miles' beard game was on. Like, you understand? Look at his bad beard.
I already
Look at that bad beard.
I already seen it from the sun.
Jesus, that man was able to do this. Oh yeah, he also.
That's how he ate the booty.
We want the new elevators back though.
But like I said, we're in 2017. We're in that point of life that not every Caucasian soul is this way. They hate the neo-Nazi group as much as we do. Hell, they fight for us much more than most black people do, and that makes it sad that they can get together and fight for something for us, because some of us won't do it. And it's starting to get downright stupid.
You know what's gonna happen? Here's what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna predict the future. I want you guys to come back to episode 21, all right, and tell me if I'm right later on in the future. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be a bad situation. It's about to drop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gonna go quiet for a minute because we're gonna be focused on this bad situation. I don't know if it's nuclear. I don't know what it is. It could be war.
It could be nuclear war. It could be civil war. Right now we're
something bad's gonna happen, and everybody's gonna be one more time. And I'm gonna come up here on this fucking platform and tell everybody that I'm not on nobody's team, but my own team, right? And everybody can kiss my ass because nobody was listening to me.
I'm not gonna be on my own team. I'm that sleeper cell agent that lives off on a small island in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my God, I used to dream I was a sleeper cell like a motherfucker.
I still believe you might be. We just ain't find your trigger word. I'm gonna start just saying random things.
It might be rape. Because rape might be my trigger word. You might fuck around. I'm gonna rape you. I'm gonna just snap out and just start killing everybody in the room.
I don't think it'd be trigger word, but wouldn't that trigger you if you said it too?
I don't know. Well, that's how that works.
Yeah, it's a trigger word.
Like, okay, it has to be like words that you'll never say in a sentence.
I know, and you say that word a lot, so it wouldn't be that.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
It's not something I just say.
No, you say it enough.
As a joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's part of your vocabulary.
Don't make people think that I'm out here just planning rapes. Like, that's not cool.
You rape your fleshlight.
Yes. All right.
But no situation right now is getting
I'm taking this mic
crazy.
I'm taking this mic with me because, you know, black people took this mic with me. Black people made the mic. All right.
The mic with
just
me.
like, electronic transducer. We made that shit, huh?
We also made the thing on top of it. We did that.
Oh, yeah, we got.
But like I said, the whole thing about neo-Nazis now is just getting crazy. Black versus whites are still in the same boat we were when racism first got started all over again. It's just that now we have this thing called social media. And you see, people that are scared to actually be a part of something like this, what they do, they sit behind the computer and they type.
Oh, keyboard gangsters.
Yeah, they type. They type.
Those guys.
You are the N. You are the N-word. I hate all your kind. You see them in the street. I love black people. I would never say that.
Listen. I be catching their asses on Call of Duty, right? You play Call of Duty. You get a little kid like, you goddamn nigger. And I be like, listen, hey, I'm coming to your house. I'm sorry. No. I already know where you live at. You fucked up.
No. Let me tell you right now. Somebody put a meme out online. And it said the best way to settle this whole score, and it showed a game queue and brawl, and it says Kim Jong-un, bring your best player. We bring our best from the States. We fight it out like that. And I was like, that would be the best facts ever.
No, real quick. Can you imagine the fate of the United States of America came down to a brawl on Smash Brothers?
We would have to get.
That'd be the best thing I've heard.
We would have to get our best brawl player on the face of all planets.
Listen, that would be all what America be concentrated on. Oh, who's the best fucking brawl player?
We already know. We already know who it is. I'm going to show you the video. Boy.
Oh, yeah, we got our best one.
And that was me and you playing, and we was like, yeah, we about to win. I guess everybody pack yourself up. We slaves again.
Yeah, Trump gave him the confidence to
behind the keyboard.
Because
Because he's the master of the Twitter fingers. When I never understood when Drake was like, he nigga with Twitter fingers, he really wasn't talking about McMills. He was talking about Donald Trump. Because that nigga is the originator of the Twitter fingers. Like, how do you say the word "you fired" and make niggas pay you on TV when they say that word, even though that's a word niggas been saying before you was born?
Oh man, listen, that is hilarious. I mean, no one trademarked it. He trademarked it. He's funny.
But he trademarked something. But when last time you heard him say it? Like, Mr. Man said it so much. I'm surprised he didn't fucking, what you call it? I'm surprised he didn't trademark the shit. He said it like, what, every other week? Donald Trump started saying it when he got a TV show?
Well, listen. Okay.
Did you hear what Arnold Schwarzenegger
We're
said?
dying down on this, huh?
Nah, did you hear what Arnold Schwarzenegger said about this whole situation?
What?
He talked about neo-Nazis and he was like, look.
I think I heard. I think I was really like out there.
Donald Trump. Fuck the orange Dorito.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was going to go into Donald
Terminator
Trump too.
said what?
Basically, he talked about the whole situation about neo-Nazis, and he basically just told everybody, he was like, look, I was born.
Yeah, he's from where?
He was like, I was born after World War II. He said, I remember being a child walking around seeing dead bodies and the look on guys' faces. He said, and you got to think about it. I was there when y'all lost. And I was there to watch y'all have these sad looks on your face. So I don't know why y'all doing it now in 2017, because you already still lost. And I was like, this comes from a man that's not even from here?
Yeah, I mean, like,
and he couldn't speak English over there when he got here, and he still is a bad.
It destroyed the country.
It did.
It destroyed the country they're from. That's what I'm saying. All at the end of this is still, you know who loses? The country. The country loses regardless. What's the point of all this? We're gonna lose at the end of all this fucking thing. Let's settle it all down. Let's settle it all, okay? In a game of Call of Duty.
Word. Word.
We on teams, and we
word
in a game of Call of Duty.
Let's sell this in a game called Duty. World War II, so we can get it the real, accurate way. You get your best players. Me and him versus your best player. Matter of fact, let's do all our tournament. Everybody in the United States versus everybody over there. Let's get a real tournament going.
Let's get a real going.
Let's get a tournament going.
That's how we
last group 6-on-6. Let's see who wins with the face.
We need to be ambassadors in this motherfucker. All right, because we're about to sell this whole world shit. All right.
As soon as it's over, I just want everybody to know that, I don't want to be that guy, but there's going to be a day named after us because I'm going to be that guy.
It's going to be called the Shit Talker Day. All right, guys. Oh yeah. Also, we want all the sneakers, but it's just like,
shit, son.
We want the sneakers. If it was made by us, like shit, we our shit.
That's a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, we also want the railroad lubrication. Ain't no train.
We made it.
We made the railroad lubrication. It was made by Elijah McCoy from 1844 to 1929. The railroad lubrication machine. Yeah, play with me, dude.
Let me tell you something right now.
Come on here, huh?
Right now. I'm hungry, and you give me Snapple facts right now.
Okay, let's you got weird news today?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one black guy.
What one black guy?
With that $330,000 house.
Real quick, guys. Real quick. We are brought to you every day, all day, every single episode by Rising Sun Academy.
I was wondering when you were going to do that.
Rising Sun Academy. You want to be a martial artist? You want to train? You want to feel better? You want to look sexy? 193 Main Street, Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. Come down to Rising Sun Academy and train with your boy.
You feel better about that?
Yes, I do.
I like the end part with the your boy. You need to do every time you say that now. That's really the catchphrase for what you call it. So when people come in, they be like, "Are you the trainer?" I'm your boy.
I'm the boy.
I ain't gonna say the boy. That sounds racist.
That's racist. All right, so the guy who bought the house.
So check this out. A guy in Texas.
Okay, and again,
he's a smart man.
There's a black guy. Okay.
Okay. Let me say. I can say it straight face. Okay, now this is the African American man, black guy, that kind of dude, right?
He just put up the bar.
Yeah. Basically, in this community, they had the houses. This house is worth $330,000, right? The news talked to the white people, and they goes,
"Of course,
he's a wait, hold it." They go, "He's a squatter. He shouldn't even be there. He should be arrested." They go knock on the door. It's a black guy up to the door. So they go, "Sir, they say you're squatting." He goes, "No, this is my house. I own it." Basically, what happened is the house went to foreclosure, and it went to a mortgage company to keep it under. The mortgage company went under also. So that left the house in limbo. He went to a certain amount of people and he did his research and found out that he can buy the house legally. He bought the damn thing for $16 fucking dollars.
$16 is the amount of money for the paperwork and the print the paper.
So for $16,
that he got a $330,000 house.
So as of right now, I say in my mind, I think that he the ultimate flipper. He just took 16 and turned it to 330,000 K in a matter of a little bit of time.
I wish. I gotta really figure out how he did this because I'm about to do it myself.
I think he talked about it. You look at a YouTube video. I think he actually explained what he talked to.
So there's a clause in there's a clause that if a house been foreclosed and there's no bank or anything that owns it, you can legally purchase that house with the right paperwork. And it just so happens that it cost him $16. He has the paperwork. He has to be in the house for about like 6 months or something like that, around 6 months. Like 6 months. And then he could go and he'll go and get the license for the house. So it's just, I feel like it's awesome. A bunch of legal loopholes. Exactly. So he figured it out. I feel like he's very smart for figuring it out. That's just awesome. I if anybody would have did that, I don't care who you were. If anybody would have figured that out, yo, you're awesome, yo. You just taught me some new stuff.
Let me tell you right now, I'm gonna say it like this: everybody in the shit talkers chat, I think
talking that shit.
I think no, they didn't kick him out. Israel, they can't kick him out.
They can't kick him out.
He bought the paperwork, so legally he kind of owned the place. He can't go nowhere. He don't have to go nowhere. What? Mighty Beast Fedora?
What did he say?
The real shit talkers, aka the real crip walkers. Don't do that. Just don't do that. You had niggas there also. Oh, they crip walking. All right, guys. 21 episodes. I see the finale. I guess we're done. Now me and Matt got to go ahead and join one of these groups because
they didn't kick him out. They definitely.
Nah, they kicked him out. But I think we should sit down. I think all of us sit down one place and find a company that got a loophole or be like, who's the CEO here? He is. Nah. We all got equal shares. We all do this nigga.
I'm about to go drive around a few blocks, see which one's foreclosed, which house foreclosed. We'll go find out what bank it said. Oh, it's not in a bank. It's a mortgage. Oh, this mortgage place don't start.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Get my paperwork started. Like,
I'm going to tell you right now what I'm going to do. Sean, what you doing, Sean? Back right inside the couch. Go inside.
Hey, man, that's funny because he had all his stuff in the living room just in case or whatever, but.
He lived like how I live. I had everything about living. I was like, just in case we got to move. Why you unpack your stuff?
He said he was there for like 4 months and he had 2 more months. I think he already owns the house by now. But yeah, man, that's awesome. I think that's the most real.
That's the most weirdest thing and most funniest thing.
I'm gonna look at it real quick. If you have any weird news, let us know. Cause we're gonna end it if you don't.
Yeah, we're gonna end it soon. Cause let me tell you right now, my stomach is saying, you get right now, and I need something.
I mean, I'm fasting this morning.
No, I'll tell you right now, when I'm fasting. I'm fasting me for a burger.
Training right now. Let's see. Nope. Everything else is Donald Trump.
Everything is Donald Trump. So everything's about some Doritos.
Doctors remove gecko from man's ear. What?
That sounds weird. That sounds weird and right up my
alley.
alley.
Steve Barron got taken out of office. You guys know about him.
Yo, can somebody in the chat explain to me how many people have left Donald Trump so far and he let go that was billionaires? So I can calculate how much money that, he had under his wing, because I don't know.
Okay, here we go. I've never heard of it. A man who went to a hospital in China for severe earache ended up having a gecko removed from his ear.
How big was that damn gecko?
There's a video.
I don't think I will see the video yet. Watch that later.
I think the gecko's about like this big.
Damn, how big is his ear?
I don't know. That gecko probably dig deep.
That gecko raped his ear.
An unidentified patient in Chinese city of, I'd be damned if I say this word because that's a Chinese city, Providence. What? Okay, I'm gonna try it. Guganzhou. Gaosu?
It sounds like it's right, but I don't know.
All right, we're just going to say it is. If I fucked it up, I apologize. Went to the first affiliated hospital in Jan University on Tuesday morning after he reportedly felt something moving around in his ear, according to the newsflare.com. Doctors discovered a tiny gecko in the man's ear canal, and the lizard is prevented to they gave the lizard some anesthesia to prevent it from moving, which I think is smart. So yeah, man, this is how big the gecko was. Look.
Nope, that raped his ear. He got raped.
That's rape, B. How the hell does a whole gecko even enter your ear? Anyway, that was the weirdest news I could find today. A fucking gecko was inside a man's ear. That was crazy.
Israel said that gecko was trying to save him some money.
Word up. It was trying to whisper in his ear about the car insurance he could be saving.
It was like, yo, man. I know you sleep, but get this guy.
Hey, I'm gonna listen. You've been a pain in my ass, so I'm gonna sit in here for a while and just talk to you about this car insurance.
My people do. I heard that one too. There was a dude that had roaches in his ear.
Yeah, there was there's a few cases like that.
There's a couple of videos like that.
The guys get roaches in their ear, kids get roaches in their ear.
But it's not from here. It's from India.
No, there's a few. Like when I was young, I heard about the first one was in New York, where there was a roach that burrowed inside this kid's ear.
I'm about to say, but all the videos I've ever seen on YouTube and everything else,
they're
always in India.
They reported it, but like there's cases in America where like bugs will get in something. Like the little worm from the lake could swim inside your urethra.
Yeah, I know that's what it does.
Your pee hole.
Let me tell you what I heard.
And attached itself.
Let me tell you right now, it goes in, and then the scale attach it this way. Once it go in, I was already dead. They had this body.
They took this body away. I walked away boy. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff like that.
I'll tell you right now.
Fucking
today,
nature's scary.
I'll tell you right now. Today's episode, I think, was probably the realest shit that we done since the first 2 episodes.
If you guys want us to continue going down this road, we can.
Look. You had to say that. You ain't see this? I wrote all this last night. Yeah. I wrote all that last night.
All right, we'll talk about it after.
High peaks.
Yeah.
Like nipples. But right now, let me tell y'all something about me and Matthew. We're hungry as fuck.
Hungry as shit.
My stomach is hurting.
What time is it now? Oh, it is time for my feeding time, baby. 12:33. I'm about to try to get home. It's about me. What? I'm about to eat the fuck out of some food. So let's finish off. Do your plugs.
Dang.
Let me do my moral story.
Really?
Yeah, I got
this don't need a moral story.
Yes, it does.
No.
Moral of the story is
racism.
Shut up.
No moral story.
Moral of the story is racism is alive and well in America. But people get the fuck over it. If you haven't blended in with any other race by yet, you are left behind. If studies have showed that the more you blend with other races, the stronger your genetic code is. The stronger your lineage. The stronger your gene. It's going to be a point one day that everybody in this world is going to be gray. You know why I say
it's
gray?
Not the episode
because it is going to be Timmy Turner. I think that was the best episode of Timmy Turner I've ever seen in my life. Everybody's going to be fucking gray. And then but you still got to realize racism is always going to be around too. Because if we all did turn gray, there's still going to be some dick that say they're grayer than the gray guy.
I'm the grays of the gray guys.
So, man, if anything, I'll leave with this. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Word.
That's not just a saying. Really say it. I agree with Mighty Feet. But
Word.
We need to turn to avatars. Treat people how you want to be treated. If it's wrong and it feels wrong, then fucking leave it alone. And that's it. That's my moral for the day. I'm really hungry. I can't go too deep. We need to be alien invasion. You know, exactly. What if aliens did come down here? And then I would have to talk about everything again. Like those last 2 episodes, I had to tell them how we had to break down how things got.
I'm with
to
my
this
people
point.
doing. Word. Don't fuck with the dark grays. That's right. I'm already making that a racist thing now.
Yeah, man. So spread love, unity, all that good stuff. And also, if you ever decide that you want to come bring the shit talker some sandwiches, don't ever be afraid.
Oh my God. If somebody wants to be nice and just show up like this, I give you my number, you just text me and be like, I'm gonna come out, stop by, break some food, and you won't be on the shit talkers live. I'll let you right now. I don't care what he say. I'm like, there go your bike, your headset. Sit down, talk what you're talking about.
I don't even get to say it.
You got food. You don't need to say a damn thing.
You know what? Honestly, open door policy. If you ever feel like you want to be part of the shit talkers, you want to talk some shit live, live on the Real Shit Talkers, you can always email us at what?
The Real Shit Talkers at gmail.com.
And we will let you come on live and you can talk shit with us. But always remember, you must be willing to debate if I don't fucking think you're right. With that being said, Sean's gonna plug.
Oh man, after this, it is WWTD. You know what? I don't know the way that sounds. Let me. Right after this, it is WWTD, where the Duke will be wrestling in WWE 2K17. Oh, that sounds so much better saying it that way.
Let me try that. What's after that?
What after that is you might be watching SummerSlam.
What, tonight?
Might. I gotta ask him.
No, just let me know what's happening on Monday. What's happening on Monday?
Oh, nothing's happening on Monday because it goes back to the Darken Hour. So Darken Hour
Later tonight, the Darken Hour, where they talk about comic books and supernatural shows.
I like that.
I like it too.
Right after that, there's nothing that's going to be on Monday. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, you get Over the Top Rope Wrestling, the OTR, where you have your host, the Duke, the man that says no names. And what he does do?
Play no games.
And you have your boy, X-Man Damn. And also, right after that, you have Dark Messiah. And then you have your boy, Alex, the motherfucking Coffee Woods Hill. That's right. And then if he makes his special appearance, because he seems to be like The Rock in this show when he wants to.
Yes.
Matt, the motherfucking Dragon.
Yes.
And then right after that, next day, we have, what's it called?
No, he's right, though. Don't we have Tekken Tuesday?
Oh, you have Tekken Tuesday? I didn't even know that. When do you have Tekken Tuesday? I'm sorry. Before y'all, you have Tekken Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
When niggas will be in that ass on Tuesdays. Y'all do that, y'all got to do that versus anybody online. So if you want to join in, they are doing this on the PS4. Don't come to us with that Xbox.
Why not?
Don't come to us with that Switch because they only do it on PS4. So how you going to play cross-platform? You can't come to Xbox.
Okay. Well.
After Wednesday, you hit the J Kid Just Plays, and I think that is on Thursdays. And that is a fun show. Everybody needs to watch J Kid Just Plays. He plays anybody. He also does gameplay with mods. So he makes the game play a little bit more fun and different.
That's dope.
We get to Saturday. Saturday is villainy games. Villains versus the people. And that is where they have their burn chat. And let me tell you, their burn chat is not a joke. They get in there and everything just goes downhill from there. Boy, let me tell you, they go off. And I had a fun time when I went there with me and XD, letter X. We had a blast. I had somebody call in. They got mad at me over a joke I said. That's how hard they was going in. He had to call in and tell me to stop.
What day is this, Thursday?
No, it's on Saturday.
That's on Saturday?
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
Saturday what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Damn, I'm away next Saturday.
I know. But they always got another Saturday.
Okay, I definitely come on one Saturday. Definitely.
But
maybe the Saturday afterwards.
I'm telling you, right there, like how Mighty P and them be in the chat and they be throwing jokes.
Mm-hmm.
They have just a list of people. They just be going back and forth. I said a mama joke and somebody called in immediately. Like soon as I said it, I got to call in. He was like, y'all don't play that. Don't ever say that again.
I'm like, bring your ass this over here if you want to.
I'll take the bagels out. Let's finish.
But as of right now, we're saying.
We also want the mobile refrigerator back.
Oh my God. We're saying goodbye. It's not too long, but we'll be back next Sunday with this same old song. I just made that up. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to
We
the
also
Real
want
Shit
the
Talkers.
cameras. We want the fucking doorknobs. We want it all. Give it back.
And we're out because he's wilding. So, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back here live again next Sunday-ish. You go ahead and hit us up. We out.